Villagers were initially shocked, but slowly they accepted Gopal. They forgave him when they saw his humility. Gopal began a new life. He had left his pride behind. He began using his wealth for good deeds. He now sat with the villagers, sharing happy moments, never looking down on anyone. His mindset had completely changed. Savitri, who had always worried about her husband, now saw him happy. She realized that Gopal's transformation was her greatest joy. They both now lived a peaceful and content life together. Savitri's heart swelled with pride because she had kept her patience and trust to bring her husband back on the right track. Gopal and Savitri's lives had completely transformed. Gopal was now respected not just for his wealth, but for his humanity and goodness. He had learned from his experiences that true happiness lies in building good relationships with others and being kind, not just in money. Always be kind to others. The bell above the jingled softly as Amara stepped into the corner store, the same one she passed every day on her walk home from Lincoln High. The store was old, tucked between a nail salon and a barber shop, and run by a grumpy man named Mr. Ravi. To most people, Mr. Ravi was invisible, an old, stiff shopkeeper who never smiled and always seemed to be counting pennies. He wore the same gray sweater every day and had a permanent scowl. "Hi, Mr. Ravi," Amara said, placing $1 on the counter. He grunted, barely looking up. She picked up a chocolate bar and smiled anyway. "Have a good..." No response. Still, every Friday, Amara came in, said hello, and left with a smile. It was her small ritual. Her friends teased her about it. "Why do you bother with him?" her friend Jazz asked. "He's like a vending machine with attitude." "I don't know," Amara shrugged. "Maybe he just needs someone to be kind to him." One Friday, the bell didn't jingle when Amara entered. She looked around. The lights were off in the back, and the radio was silent. Mr. Ravi sat at the counter with hands clasped, staring at nothing. "Hi, Mr. Ravi," she asked gently. He blinked and looked up slowly. "I didn't see your usual smile," he teased. "The first smile anyway." For the first time, he chuckled. Just a little. Amara raised an eyebrow. "I just wanted to say," she hesitated, "you're part of my routine. I hope you're okay." He didn't say anything. But later, as she unwrapped her chocolate bar outside, she noticed something tucked beneath the wrapper. A small note. "Thank you. You're the only one who's kind to me." Her eyes welled with tears. Over the next weeks, the relationship shifted. Mr. Ravi began talking. A little at first, then more. He told her he had lost his wife 5 years ago, and that he'd had a falling out with his son. He told her how he used to be a school teacher, he loved poetry, and how lonely he'd become after moving to the US. Amma listened. That's all she did. No advice, no judgment. One afternoon, Mr. Ravi walked up from behind the counter and sat with her on the bench outside the store. "You remind me of my daughter," he said quietly. "She used to say, kindness free, so why not give it away? You have the same spirit." Amara smiled. "She sounds amazing." "She was," he said. "She died when she was 16. A long silence between them. He added, "It never leaves you the loss, but kindness, it makes it lighter to carry." At school, Amara started something new. She called it Kindness Walk. It began as a whiteboard in the hall, where students gave compliments or positive notes to classmates. The first week, only a few messages showed up. To Rachel, "I love your artwork." To Chris, "Thanks for tutoring me in math." To whoever picked up my books when I dropped them, thank you. By the third week, it was full every day. People started smiling more in the halls. Arguments between classmates dropped. Even teachers noticed. Still, not everyone was a fan. A senior named Ryan, known for his sarcastic attitude, mocked it loudly. "Oh, look, more fake niceness. What a joke." Amara overheard but didn't react. She wrote a note instead. "Fine. I hope today is easier for you than yesterday." She pinned it honestly. The next morning, it was gone. One Wednesday evening, the sky turned an ominous way. Thunder rolled low like a warning drum, and rain began pelting streets. Amara was at the library studying when the storm hit. Her phone buzzed. "Mom, storm is bad. Stay at the library or somewhere safe. Don't try to walk." As she looked out the window, she realized something. The storm. By the time she reached the corner shop, wind whipped her umbrella from her hands. She busted the door, breathless. With no answer, she rushed back. He was collapsed on the floor, his hand clutching his chest. Amara's heart stopped. She pulled out her phone and called 911. "Stay with me," she whispered, kneeling beside him. His eyes fluttered open. He managed a faint smile. "You came. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere." The ambulance came in minutes.